Today I'm going to tell you what the government shutdown is, and with me today is Derek, my audience. So, to begin with, is even though I'm for President Trump, doesn't always mean I have to agree with everything he does. So, thesis, we all work and all have paying jobs and bills to pay. So what I'm going to tell you today is what a government shutdown is and what caused this current government shutdown, what effect this shutdown had on our national parks, and ways you can prepare for the next government shutdown. So what is a government shutdown? A government shutdown is where the government has no money to stay open. And what caused this government shutdown was that President Trump did not have the money needed to fund the wall he's building. So now that we know what the government shutdown is and what caused it, let's take a look at what effects this had on our national parks. Every day a national park remains closed, they lose $400,000 a day. And on average, a national park has 20,000 plus employees working for them. But when a government shutdown happens, that 20,000 falls below 10,000 employees in charge of taking care of 80,000 acres of national land. And with that number cut down in size, research that goes on in the ports comes to a halt. Search and rescue becomes slower, and the chances of finding someone that's lost in the woods decreases because of less unemployed people. Now that we know the effects this government shutdown had on national parks, there are ways you can prepare for the next government shutdown. According to Katie Harrell, there are different ways you can prepare for a government shutdown. She does have a website called katieharrell.com where she lists 12 things you can do to prepare for a government shutdown. On my PowerPoint, I list three of the 12 things she has listed. The first one is go on alert. What she means by that is be aware of your finances, freeze your money, and start creating a savings account for the future. So you have money to fall back on if a shutdown happens and you have a government job. Another thing she suggests is plan your meals ahead of time. So use what you have in your fridge, your freezer, and your cupboards. And don't go buy name brand foods. Find ways to save your money. And that leads me to a third thing I found is trim your ongoing expenses. And by buying name brand foods, that's one way you can not buy name brand foods. It's one way you can go about saving money. Another way is finding ways to cut down your utility bills, your phone bill, your travel expenses. Now, when she lists examples at what you can do to decrease some of those expenses. And I will have a link in the description below that you can go visit and go see for yourself the 12 things she has listed. So to restate my thesis, the government shutdown was not needed. And in conclusion, you now know what a government shutdown is and what caused it, what effects the shutdown had on our national courts, and ways you can be prepared for a government shutdown in the future.